To Be Hero X finale is just around the corner, and we know that the tournament is coming up. The thing that everyone has been talking about within the verse is these ranking battles. Everyone does battle in the top 10. They fight each other. The winner comes out on top as Hero X. So I thought, what would be my 5 dream matchups that I have to see when it comes to the tournament? Now, we obviously know the top 10 that are going to be in this tournament. But let me know your favorite ones. Which battles do you want to see? I do think most of us are going to have a particular battle in here that is going to be probably our number one that we want to see. But we're going to get to it. So smash yours down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's get to mine. So number 5 is X versus Johnny's. Now, this was a hard one because I was trying to think I want to see X go into battle. But we obviously know in the last tournament, he ended Queen very quickly. He was just clicking his fingers and beating everyone. Now that we've seen a glimpse of his powers, I really want to see how he would go against the Johnnies. Now, not particularly Little Johnny, more Big Johnny, because we know Big Johnny is an alien. Now, when Queen activated her powers, Johnny could seem to be able to move still. Big Johnny, he was still being able to move within that before Queen said it's me and made him snap out of it. Meanwhile, we obviously saw ESO and Nice and Lolly, they couldn't move at all within there. So it begs the question, does the trust and stuff like that power actually work on Big Johnny? That is the big question. And then now I want to know, obviously we don't know exactly what X's powers are and where they come from and everything, but does his powers work on Big Johnny? So I would love to see the confrontation of how that unfolds, because X seems like a nice guy. And we know the Johnnies aren't evil people either. But Big Johnny can have a temper. We know that. So how does X tackle that with his powers? Does it work on an alien? I don't know. I just thought that that would be an interesting matchup to see because of the alien aspect. So for me, number 5 is X versus the Johnnies. Number 4 is X versus Queen. I want the rematch. I want to see this rematch because it feels like now Queen is in a better state than where she was previously in that tournament. She now has more experience. We now get a little glimpse more of her power. She also has fought X. Maybe she has a little bit more knowledge and everything. Maybe she's going to be a bit more prepared. But obviously they're 1 and 2. And if anyone's got a chance against X, it's got to be the number 2, right? It's got to be Queen. So I want to see this battle actually happen. I don't want to see just another quick snap of the fingers, X just beats her like that. I want to see Queen put up a fight, because I think she deserves to at least put up a fight against X. Now, would she ultimately come out on top? Probably not. X seems very overpowered, but I would love to see how she handles this, because the first time she went in there, she was very cocky. She was very arrogant and so this guy beat Bo, piece of cake. I'm going to take him out. I think she goes in this fight now knowing that he did beat her so easily with more of a game plan. Not as cocky, not as arrogant, but she's going to be very much ready for this battle this time. And I think you could have a really, really cool battle with X's powers and Queen's powers and how they work. I think there could be something spectacular. The animation could be unbelievable. And the narrative there as well with, X obviously defeating her in such a humiliating way. Does she resent him for that? What is going to happen with that? Does that fuel her fire even more? I just think that would be an absolutely fantastic fight to see. We need that rematch, and it is number 4. Number 3 is Ghostblade vs. ESO. We got a little bit of it in that one episode, episode 20, I believe it was, 2019, in that period. I want to see Ghostblade go all out against ESO, because obviously when Ghostblade fought ESO in that moment in the ruins, he had Johnny there. He was protecting Johnny at the same time, so he wasn't going all out for the kill and everything. I want to see in a tournament one here, no one holds back. They go for it. I think it's going to be a different matchup. I don't think you're going to see a one-sided affair from ESO or anything like that. I think you're going to see Ghostblade actually commit. He's not going to have anyone holding him back. He's going to be there and be like, you know what? I'll let you beat me in the ruins. But this time, it's going to be different. And I want to see Ghostblade unleash all of his techniques. Also, I want to see how this new ESO handles that. Handles Ghostblade going all out for the kill. Because in the moment when they were fighting in the ruins, ESO was the one going for the kill. Ghostblade was not. So when you're fighting like that, one is unhinged, one is thinking about one thing, so their strikes are more ferocious and everything. The other one is trying to protect, so he's constantly thinking and making sure that whatever's happening over here is protected while he's trying to face off here. So I just want to see him, no restrictions, nothing holding him back, and him going all out against Esol. I want to see the rematch because I hate the slander on Ghostblade. You know, people saying, oh, well, Ghostblade's not that powerful or anything like that. He may be franked like 4, but look at him. He got dipped, done, destroyed by Esol, who's ranked 9. So maybe the rankings don't mean anything. No, I want to see Ghostblade get his aura back and just annihilate him. So for me, it is number 3. Number 2, Queen vs. Dragon Boy. Why do I want this one? Because they're 2 and 3 ranked. You know, we have Queen, who is an absolute badass. She is very powerful. We see the fight with Boa. She was unbelievable in that. Then we see her when she comes to the ruins and what she's able to do. We know Dragon Boy, he is ranked very high. And when he goes into like that transformation mode, he dog walked. Dog walked. Nice. And he took down a fear-infected Smile as well. So he's no slouch. Obviously, X embarrassed him just like he did with Queen. So they both had that in common. You know, X embarrassed both of them. I would have maybe argue Dragon Boy might have had a little bit more of a humiliating loss than Queen was, because Queen was a bit unexpected, where Dragon Boy was like, I'm gonna mess you up, boy, and then just got turned into paper and then thrown. But I want to see these two, because these two are the ones below X, so they are the pinnacle of the rest of them. And we know what Dragon Boy's whole personality is and everything like that. And I think it works narratively brilliant up against Queen's narrative and how she is and her persona. And I think them two having a fight would be spectacular to see. I would love to see how Queen combats him and how he combats her powers and what happens. And the interaction, I think, is going to be great as well. So for me, number 2 is Queen vs. Dragon Boy. But number 1 is the one fight we all want to see. Our boy needs revenge. Our boy has to have it. This is the one fight that has to happen. And I'm sure everyone else is in the same boat as me. Our boy, Lin Ling, needs to fight Esol. After the events of the freaking 4th episode where he killed Moon, our boy needs that revenge. Our boy needs to step into the ring. And he needs to be like, yo, Esol, you killed the woman I loved. I'm coming for you now. It's on. And I want to see Lin Ling beat Esol down. As much as I want to see Ghostblade do it, Lin Ling needs this. This has to happen. The narrative of this fight is huge. Like, this is the guy who took down the woman that he loved in Esol. Esol killed Moon right in front of him. He couldn't stop her. That has to mess boy up, man. That has to mess him. That has to have something to do with him where he's like, no. I'm taking this guy down. And whether or not Lin Ling is on X's side with taking down the commission, I don't know. He could potentially be. I need to see him beat the living daylights out of Esol, man. I need it. Look, I really like the Esol character arc and everything, and how, you know, he's a hero that went to the villain side where he basically fall from grace. He wanted to be this hero and everything, but then falls, and now basically he's like a hitman, essentially, an assassin that goes out there and does the job that Rock wants him to do, killing, mercilessly, doing all that stuff. But what he did to Moon, to our boy, we can't let that slide. Ling, you can't let that slide. I need to see this fight, and I need to see our boy absolutely body the living daylights out of Esol, to the point where he says to Esol, when he's on the ground there and he's about to deliver the final blow, you're going to retire. You are going to retire from being a hero. I need it. And I know you all want to do it. So number 1 is Lin Ling versus Esol. So there you have it. That is my 5 fights, my dream matchups that I want for this tournament for To Be Hero X. But let me know yours. Smash it down in the comment section below. I will be shocked if anyone doesn't have Lin Ling versus Esol in their top 5, because that is something that we want, and I'm sure we all want it. So let me know. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.